Friends, Indians and countrymen, lend me your ears as I'll be debating a topic which has become a sitcom for all of us. The political class of India has failed to meet the aspirations of the India's youth. As I understand, the topic can't be flawlessly debated from either of the two fronts. On one hand, we have a sweeping majority of the Indian zippies, which is ambitious, and on the other hand, we have a bunch of free-floating satellites in the form of our representatives. If I were to break the ice, I would first lambast the topic, which demarcates a line of difference between the political class and the Indian youth. In a democracy like India, where the youth makes or breaks the government, it is absolutely inappropriate to elevate the political class from the society just because it is expected to cater to their needs. The government and the youth are an inextricable part of each other. Secondly, if I were to admit that the political class has been upsetting the youth by failing to meet its aspirations, I would hit the hot word aspirations at first. When we talk of the aspirations of the India's youth, two problems fizz out. The first one being the variety and the heterogeneity of the aspirations. Out of the clutter, education and employment emerge as the most concerning issues. Coming to the second problem, the aspirations of the India's youth are not backed by actions and are not justified. Every year, the government introduces new educational schemes. It has already come with the Right to Education Act and what not. But still, how can the government become accountable for the prevalent shirk work culture of the Indian youth? Every year India comes afresh with 1 crore jobs. But still, if the Indian youth whines about unemployment, then nothing except the verbs of procrastination and complacency should take the burden. Thirdly, if I were to speak as the ambassador of the Indian youth, I would condemn the political class for the amount of filth that it has allowed to creep into the society. We have a minister who has admitted on record that the government schemes can't operate without corruption. We have a pool of ministers who call Indian women as dented and painted with special reference to the incessant rapes. So somewhere and somehow it is all funneled down to the question, how sane are our politicians? We forget that they have never been to school and college. We forget that they watch pornography in the parliament. We forgive their slip of tongues and we cast votes dreaming of the utopia which they project in their manifestos. And to nobody's surprise, we are always dished and hence our aspirations are not met well by them. Simply putting it, it is in vain to expect the politicians to work for our aspirations. The armchair criticism will not help to clean the Augean stables either. As it is rightly said, nothing is more powerful than the idea for which the time has come. So is the idea of the youth participation in politics. They need to be the change they want to see. As far as the aspirations are concerned, the turnout of young voters in the upcoming elections will better decide their sincerity and future. Thank you.